I just put together a list of the 12 things that I wish somebody would have told me before moving over here to Macon, Georgia. And before you do, you want to make sure that you actually go through this list meticulously and make sure that it's going to be a right fit for you and your family. Macon, Georgia is the centerpiece of the state of Georgia. And there's a lot of stuff on the internet about it. And in this video, I'm actually going to debunk a lot of lies, but I'm also going to give you the honest truth. I actually moved over here back in 2020, so I got about 6 years here in the local area. I'm also a real estate agent, so I've seen thousands of homes and I've walked through. Some homes I refuse to go to without having a gun on me. Yes, it's legal here in the state of Georgia. We have what's called the constitutional carry. And all the requirements for constitutional carry is that I'm 21 years of age, I'm a legal weapons owner, okay? And I haven't committed a felony or domestic violence. So yes, just caveat, just throwing that out there. And if you move here, those are requirements as well. And yes, you can get a concealed carry license if you like. And there's other areas that I feel super comfortable in, extremely low crime, but those are in pockets. And I'm going to give you all of the honest information. And out of all the list, I think number 3 is going to really throw you off guard. But this video is designed to be able to help you. So if you're moving, my phone number is 478-888-7808. It would be an honor to serve you and your family. All my information is in the description below if you're looking to relocate here. All my guides, all that stuff, always free. Let's get to the video. Number 1, your money goes much farther. If we look at the 2026 Zillow stats, the average house in Macon is actually going for $156,000. Now, if we go up to Atlanta, that same average is $380,000. It's absolutely crazy. I cannot tell you how many people that I help relocate from Atlanta down to Macon. One family that I'm actually helping right now, the Panzicas, they actually live in a condo with a terrace in Atlanta. 800 square feet. They're selling that house cash and they're able to almost purchase a brand new, and I mean brand new, built by Driggers Construction, one of the nicest new construction builders here in the local area, and they're actually local. They're a part of a nonprofit called Build Local for the exact same price. They have a lawn, okay? They have 3 bedrooms. And it's gorgeous. I'll actually throw a picture of the house up. Now, don't be a weirdo and don't just randomly show up at their house, okay? Please, it's weird. But one of the most sought after neighborhoods, best school systems here in all the local area. And they're able to move from Atlanta down here. Now, I will have to throw one thing out there, caveat. Make sure if you move into an area where the average house price, for example, right, $154,000 compared to Atlanta's $380,000, that your paycheck stays the same. Some people make the mistake and move over here to the local area and their pay significantly drops. They don't check to see what that should actually be when it comes down to pay. They move here, their pay goes down, but the cost of living technically stays the same because their paycheck's the same. But don't worry, in the description of this video and on my website, I actually have all the locals that are hiring. It's the job board, so whether or not it's Robins Air Force Base, all the big companies that are hiring in Macon. If you go just north of Macon, there's a brand new 600,000 square foot facility that's being opened that's gonna have over 500 high-end jobs that are gonna pay extremely well. If that's you, description, I got you. But let's move on to number 2. Spoiler alert, but the paychecks are less. When we look at the average household income here in Macon, Georgia, we actually see that it's $47,700. Now, if we just go south into the Warner Robins area, Houston County, paychecks bump up anywhere between $65,700 and $86,600 on the data, whether you go to like USA, .news, some other stuff, just pulling data for you. The paychecks are less in Macon. Now, if you want to live in Macon, for example, just a couple big employers off the top of my head, Piedmont is a big hospital up there and they're putting billions of dollars back in to expand. And there's a lot of other high-end employers up in Macon as well. But here's a little secret tip. Aerospace, defense. I know there's a lot of AI data centers that are just popping up all over the United States, and that might not be a bad job to be able to get into. Healthcare, like I was talking about before, education's huge. There's a lot of manufacturing and distribution here in the local area as well. Make sure that you look for the job and then just commute, okay? The thing is with Macon, with it being so central, you can live within the different suburbs of Macon, or you can live in Macon itself and then just travel a little bit farther for work. So the amount of money that you bring in is higher than the cost of living for the home that you have. So you can have a really nice house, travel 20, 25 minutes away for work, and have a better cost of living. And here's the one that I said in the beginning of the video, number 3. Macon is the most dangerous city in Georgia. Well, that's actually a lie. Back in 2018, a local law firm began running those as ads on the internet. They pulled the 2018 data and they ran ads from 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 22. 5 years of this ad being ran, and the algorithm online began to pick it up and pushing it everywhere. So when you search for the crime in Macon, those ads actually changed how the internet thought. And especially in the day and age of AI, those are the articles, that's the information that was being referenced. And even the mayor of Macon, Georgia called it out. But if we look back at 2022, there was 70 homicides compared to last year, down to 29. So we're really making some progress here over in Macon. However, again, a good resource for you to go and use is what's called niche.com and look up the crime rates. There's different pockets in every city that you ever move to. Look for where those pockets are. So instead of going on Zillow and looking for a house and falling in love, go on niche.com, go to those crime rates, find that district or that pocket that you would like to live in, and then search for the home from there. And if you would like personalized homes that you would like within those different areas, just shoot me a text message, 478-888-7808. I have all that technology and stuff on my website, and I'll be able to send you homes that will be perfect for you and your family. And that leads right into number 4. It really is a block by block city. Just like I was talking about different pockets, when you're gonna be searching for your home, that's gonna be how you actually find your house, because Macon makes up the entirety of the county of Bibb County, and there's 157,000 people. So instead of just searching for homes in Macon, you really need to be able to do the subsects. I mean, you're gonna look for places like Vineville or Ingleside, or, off of Zebulon Road, for example. Or if you want to live in North Macon off of Bass Road and you want to be closer to the outdoor mall out there, maybe you want to be in South Bibb County or South Macon so that you can easily travel to work on Robins Air Force Base. That's really where you're going to want to start. So that's tip number 4, is search those pockets for where you would like to live prior to just looking at Macon as a whole, because with Macon being so big, you really need to find that subsection first. And number 5 on the list is you need a car. Yes, there's a bus system. It's called MTA, but there's 11 routes running every 45 to 80 minutes. It's a lifeline, not a commute plan. So plan on driving everywhere. And yes, there's Uber and Lyft. I think it's a little overpriced, and I think it's just due to the nature of the area that we're in. Less drivers mean a higher premium that they're able to charge. At the end of the day, if you're gonna move here to the local area, you're gonna need a car. Number 6 on the list, get in early, okay? Downtown is absolutely exploding. There's over $400 million in development in downtown. Mercer's literally putting $80 million into their medical school on the river. And there's actually a bill to make Macon, Georgia's first national park. People are buying now. There's a lot of stuff that's coming in the local area. The city is putting in hundreds of millions of dollars into Macon. They're destroying a lot of different parts of downtown. They're rebuilding, and they're really trying to push people into Macon. There's even a local program that I just got on the local news about, 13 WMAZ, talking about their 2030 plan of people to come to Macon. After looking into it, I actually think it's pretty cool. But just so I can give you a little bit more information on that, they're really targeting young adults, young professionals, singles to be able to come into Macon, and they're trying to make Macon an awesome place for work opportunities for those young singles and for those young professionals. More information on that, I'll throw it in the description below. Pretty cool. Depends on who you are. If you're a family individual and you're looking for school systems and all that kind of stuff, I mean, I'd recommend traveling down to Houston County just due to the school systems. But young professionals, and if you can afford private school, Macon's a fantastic opportunity. But it's one of those things that they're pouring so much money into now. And if I was buying a new home, might not be a bad place to go. And leading into number 7, I gave it away, it is the school systems. But before we get into this one, I really just want to be open about 2 things. One, I already got into, which was crime, but number 2 is the schools. Full transparency, if you look at the ratings of Macon school systems over the years, prior, horrible. 2014, it was just atrocious, okay? I mean, you couldn't even imagine school ratings being so low. But year after year, they continue to climb and climb and climb and climb. And if we look at the data from the last 3 years, graduation rate overall is all the way up to an 89%. So it's beaten the state average 3 years in a row. And if we look at Warner Robins in the Houston County area, graduation rate's at a 91.2%. So they're almost neck and neck. Macon has made a real comeback. But again, something that you have to be transparent about is your school system that your child will be in is based off the district, the location of the home. So if your home is within a certain district, that's where your child's going. You're not going to be able to just pick a different school unless you're going to pay out of pocket for private school, or if you're going to homeschool. You really want to make sure that the house that you select is within that school district that's good for you and your family. I don't know how it is out of state. I just want to let you know how it is here. You can't live in one district and then just like sweet talk your way and talk to the school and all that stuff and be able to get into another school. I've never seen that happen. So just want to be transparent. Make sure that you pick the right house in the right district for your child if that's what you want to do. Number 8 on the list, you can't talk about Georgia without talking about the weather. Okay, it's hot here. We got hot summers, but though spring, fall, winter, real nice. In the month of July, the highs are going to sit right around 92 degrees, and that's going to happen for 80 plus days out of the year. And the humidity's real. We're going to sit right around 75% during that time. It gets toasty. Now, personal experience, I went out to Arizona for 2 weeks last year in the summer. I think that dry heat is so much worse. Yes, you go outside, it's a little bit sticky, but I'll tell you what, it's not as bad here. And also too, I mean, this last year it snowed twice. I mean, one time it snowed at like 6 in the morning, and within 3 hours of the sun being up, all the snow is gone. Sometimes we'll get snow. It's very unlikely, okay? And also too, it's one of those things that like, it would be literally impossible for you to get it stuck. I know Southerners, it's just horrible drivers, okay? You've never driven the snow before. Back in high school, I remember pulling my e-brake up in Ohio, drifting around everywhere on the ice, okay? Totally different here. But you're not gonna get snowed in. There's no plow trucks, there's no stuff like that. Yes, sometimes it can hit 30 degrees. It gets a little bit cold, but that's not typical. Number 9 on the list of things that you need to know about Macon, it's the cherry blossom capital of the world. I'm not exaggerating. Macon has about 350,000 Yoshino cherry trees. Every single March, the entire city turns pink for the festival, and it is so cool to be able to see. It's one of my favorite things to do over here in Middle Georgia. There are so many vendors, and they're actually like really cool vendors. I know sometimes you go to craft fairs or sometimes you go to festivals and you walk around and it's like, oh, we're just coming to come, and oh, I got this nasty like slushy, and you know, bad food truck. No, this is awesome. They do it right, and it's beautiful, something you definitely do not want to miss. Number 10 on the things that you need to know, the music festival and scene here actually runs extremely deep, more so than I think you even realize. This is the town that gave the world to Allman Brothers, Otis Redding, and Little Richard. You can tour the big house and eat soul food at H&H, where the Allmans ate. The culture here is the real deal. We even have the amphitheater that opened up not too long ago. Live music at a lot of different places. It's really just a music-centered city. And something else, a lot of small films. I know that music is not films, but a lot of small films have been coming to the local area. In Warner Robins, there's a lot of clubs, there's a lot of creators. What would that be called? Movie producers? Small movie producers? There's just a huge scene for it, as well as music, something that you definitely want to look into. Number 11 on the list is location. You are literally 90 minutes away from Atlanta. You can hop over and go east. You can head over to Savannah. If you want to go north of Atlanta, you can go to the Blue Ridge Mountains. It's absolutely beautiful. Such an awesome getaway for the family. You have towns like Ellijay and Blue Ridge. Those are my two favorite. If you want a little bit of like a German vibe, you go to Helen. Their downtown is gorgeous. Get you some tasty, tasty sausage and sauerkraut. Okay, there's so many cool things. Another thing is go south on I-75, no traffic. It's so nice going south to the beach. 4.5 hours away, you have some of the most beautiful beaches here in the United States. So number 11 is all about location, because you can live great cost of living, you can get great jobs that pay extremely well, and then you can travel, go on vacation. You actually have enough money to do so. Now for number 12 on the list, I actually pulled some data for us to be able to go through, because literally every single day, new things are coming. But number 12 on this list to finish this video off is actually going about job growth. So Macon just landed what's called ArcelorMittal's North American headquarters and another 500 jobs from Unified Legacy. So Georgia.org in 2026 has this data, as well as the governor of Georgia approved all of these things. I watched a quick video a couple days ago on this. And on top of that, Geico's biggest US office is here. We have Atrium Health, we have the Amazon Center. I tried to go over there the other day. I was too nervous. I wanted to shoot some video on it, but they had security guards. So I just parked outside and then I left. And then also we have Mercer University, we have their new medical school that's going on. There's just so many job opportunities that are just exploding, and not just job opportunities, high paying job opportunities in the city. And a lot of people are calling it Macon's moment. It's taken a long time for Macon to bounce back from where it was. It was a thriving, beautiful city to live in and some of the most beautiful homes you'd ever see, especially in the downtown area. And then it fell off for a little while. But the mayor, the city council, and a lot of locals have come together to be able to put some really cool projects together, and it's actually turning the city around. And I personally think that Macon is one of the best kept secrets here in the Southeast. There's a lot of information on the internet. A lot of it's false. So I hope that you found some value in this video. And also too, if you would like to relocate here to the Middle Georgia area, and Macon might be on your list, in the description, or you can shoot me a text message at 478-888-7808. I put together a relocation guide. All my 6 years of living here, I continually update it all the time to make sure that you have the freshest information to be able to help you and your family make that decision. Hey, moving here, there's a lot going on. Not only do you most likely have to sell a house, but you have to buy a house, you have to find a job. What about healthcare? What about the grocery store that you're gonna go to? What about the local amenities? I took the time to put all of that information in that guide below, just as a thank you for watching my videos. But hey, thank you so much for staying to the end of the video. I appreciate you so much. If you wanna hit that subscribe button, you can find more content just like this one. And hey, don't forget to reach out. I'm a real human being. If you call that number, I'm actually gonna answer and I'll talk to you. So if you're gonna move over to your local area, take the time, let's chat. Let's see how I can best help serve you and your family.